How do you know that you're an Israelite? The curses shall be a sign. I'm here in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 45, and it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearken not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, what I commanded thee. And now here's the part. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. 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 So yes, that's how you know who the people of God are. If you're dealing with the curses of Deuteronomy 28, like I always say, being scattered across the four corners of the earth, taking in slave ships, being the tail and not the head. You got your fathers leaving your mothers to be single parents. You got your mothers having perpetual hatred towards you because of your fathers. The brother versus brother crime. That's why they out there gang-ganging and bang-banging and all that type of stuff. Gotta work 80 hours just to keep your head above water. Being the most hated, being this, being that, getting called nigger. That's also Deuteronomy 28:37. Thou shalt be called an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations where thou shalt be, whither the Lord shall lead thee. So that's why we get called nigger. That's why we get called spick. That's why we get called a 3/5 of a man. That's why we get called monkey. That's why they make the fried chicken jokes. They make the watermelon jokes. They call us boy. They call us all the type of stuff. What was the guy earlier in the chat that was saying white daddy is here? So yes, this is how you know who the people of God are. If you're dealing with the curses of Deuteronomy 28, the scriptures say the curses shall be a sign forever. Shall be a sign upon thee and upon thy seed forever. And it's also how you know you're Israelite. The scriptures say, if the spirit of truth bears witness with your spirit, then ye are the children of God. That's in the book of Hebrews, I believe. It was like Hebrews or Romans. If the spirit of truth bears witness with your spirit, then you are the children of God. So that's how you know that you're an Israelite. One, for the curses, and also if the spirit of truth bears witness with your spirit, which means you're able to understand these scriptures. If this sounds like your history. You don't read the Bible with the intentions on, yo, let me find the contradictions. Let me see if this is correct or whatever like that. You believe it in its entirety. No matter how far-fetched it sounds, no matter how crazy it sounds, whatever. You come in the volume of the word.